Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. This week, we are talking about presidents. So we'll be debating everybody all the way from George Washington up till Bill Clinton, our final president. And at that point, we kind of stopped following people at that point. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now or on Facebook Live, then I'm sure you see the categories on, I think, the left side of your screen. So our categories this week will be pets. We got a lot of question about presidential pets. You might be surprised by how many pets some of the presidents had, some of them pushing up over 30, and the variety. It's really quite phenomenal. The second category is agencies. So this is all about what kind of agencies were established under certain presidents during their terms. Third category there is military service. So 29, I believe 29 of the US presidents have served in the military. So this is all about that. Scandals, that could be anything that was actually scandal during their term, or it could be something that people really didn't care about at the time, but historians have looked upon unfavorably, or maybe I just think it's bullshit. And then wild card, which could be about anything. So we don't know what we're getting into with that, but there's 4 questions in each category. The way that this will work is I've invited 8 of my funny friends to debate this week, and I will ask who wants to go first, and whoever goes first gets to pick the category. Then they have a minute after I ask the question to make their case, and then their opponent has a minute, and then they each have a 30-second rebuttal. At the end of that, I will choose a winner. I am the only judge, and if you agree with me, you can give it a thumbs up on the YouTube channel, which, in fact, if you want to just do that right now for the fun of it, that would be nice. Like, it would be nice to get like some thumbs ups on here. But if you agree, you can give a thumbs up. You can write like, yay, whoever, if they win. If you disagree with me, you can write boo in the YouTube comments if you want. I go through these, I read them all later as I'm winding down for the night just to see who exactly disagrees with me. And who I need to, put on my enemies list. So feel free to write boo if you disagree with me. And then the final debate of the night, you guys will decide in the Pick a Side Stupid Facebook group. I'll post a poll in there, and then you can all vote on who you think won and who lost. Much like you vote on a president, the popular vote will win. Okay, actually, not much like when you vote on a president, the popular vote will win on this at the end of the night. So let's get started. We'll go around and ask everybody a question before we start. I think May Keith wanted to know, not much like when you vote on a president, the popular vote will. May said that everybody should let us know why we should vote for them for president. And I think it would be good for everybody to take about a minute to explain why they would make a good president. Let's start with Joe Polana. Joe, thanks for joining us this week.
Oh, thanks.
Why exactly would you make a great president for us?
I think I'd be a good president because I have spent the past 8 years of my life working with children with autism. So I think I'd be really equipped for dealing with other world leaders. I think it would be basically analogous. A lot of, hey, put that iPad down. This is a Walmart. Putin.
All right. So far, you've got my vote. Let's move on to our next presidential candidate, Alan Richardson.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, man, can you wrangle my vote away from Joe?
Oh, I think I can, Sean. Here's the thing. If you vote for me for your president, we're going to have one hell of a 4 years because I don't expect there to be a fifth for me for any president. What we're going to do is we're going to piss away the rest of what we got in this world. And on the last day of my 4th year, we're just going to nuke them all. Let's have a good Final Four. Everyone loves the Final Fours. We all look for in March Madness. Let's get right to it.
All right, great. Wayne Maston's with us here today. Wayne, win me over, buddy. Why am I voting for you?
Well, in the course of my life, I've lived in at least 16, maybe 18 states in the union. So I've got a depth and breadth of knowledge and understanding of the people of this country. I know what they really want because I've been out there with them. And I think that I can probably be more representative of what the people of America think and feel, especially when I've had a beer or two, than the current president or any other president we've had since maybe George Washington.
All right. George Washington, a real man of the people. That's true. He liked to get down and into the real grunt work, I believe. James Sheehan, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us this week.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Of course. So what do you think, man? Why would I vote for you?
Well, because unlike what Wayne said, I've only ever lived in one state. So that makes me the least qualified, which is the reason why I should also win, because only the least qualified people win the presidency. And I also, because I shaved my head. And I think that, like, starting at when they do that sketch at the beginning and when you leave the office, I think I would have the most similar looking photo because my hair wouldn't gray, at least on top. So it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a solid point. I think right now you're in the lead just because I want to see if you can look worse by the end of your term.
Well, I'm not going to
just by the color of your hair. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right. Shelley Gruenberg, what's happening?
Imagine this. Girl president? Huh? Also, I feel like I would be like what JFK is for the Catholics for stupid women. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'd say Shelley's in the lead right now. Ethan, how's it going? Ethan Andre is joining us tonight. Ethan, give us a little taste of what a presidency would be like under Ethan.
Well, under Andre, 2020. Yeah, I think I'm not qualified for the job, but people should vote for me because I really believe everyone should have like one night in the White House or so. So I'm putting it on Airbnb, and I'm hoping that, this gives a lot of people a chance to help me out with my job.
All right. Well, solid case. I think I'm still going Shelley at this point, but we have more to hear from. Izzy DeRosa is joining us tonight. Hey, Izzy.
Hello. Thank you.
How's it going?
Good. So I think I would be a good president because, like Joe, I teach special ed. So I think I would be very good also working with other politicians, kind of understanding everybody's different needs, but also sometimes the kids punch me in the face. So it's like I've been to war. So not only that, I'm a veteran. I'm a woman of color. So that's also 2 bases. And Rihanna would be my vice president. So I think that's...
Wow. All right. A woman of color with combat experience, we'll say, so far in the lead. We only have one candidate left to hear from tonight, one person that might change my mind. Rick Canavan.
Hey, guys. Am I looking at the right camera? Which camera am I supposed to be on? Is this it?
Rick, thanks for joining us.
Hey, my pleasure.
So why should we vote for you for president, Rick?
I don't totally understand the question. I don't understand that you can vote for a president because something has to happen first to be a president. You can't vote for a thing that hasn't happened yet.
President, Rick. I want to clarify. We're not saying
like
saying
like a legal precedent. Yeah.
No.
Well, I heard the question.
All right. Well, it looks like Izzy's going to get the vote. So let's get the debate started this evening. What do you guys say? Yeah? Sound good? Cool. Let me find this bracket, and I know what order everybody goes in, and then we'll get right into these categories. Shouldn't have hidden this on myself. Here we go. Okay. So our first debate of the night will be between Joe Polana and Izzy DeRosa. Yeah. Hey, everybody else, if you want to turn your mics back on, you can do that. I just ask you to please
turn it back on now, like this.
I would just only ask Rick Canavan to keep his microphone off, and everybody else, feel free to turn yours on. It's nice. If people laugh and stuff, it builds like a little bit of atmosphere. That's great.
I don't know. He told me to turn the mic off.
Okay. So Izzy and Joe. Hey, Joe, do you want to go first or second?
I would like to go second, please.
Second. Okay. So Izzy, you can pick the category. You can choose from pets, agencies, military, scandals, or wild card.
Was the first one pets?
Pets, yeah.
Ooh, pets.
Okay. So your question is, whose White House would you rather visit? Woodrow Wilson's. He had 48 sheep that he would keep on the White House lawn at the White House. Or Benjamin Harrison, who had 2 alligators that he would keep at the White House.
Ooh, okay. Woodrow Wilson with the 48 sheep. Because I think that's the economical choice. You always have, you can shave them and have something to knit together. I'm knitting a baby blanket right now, so I'd be able to knit something out of the sheep, whenever they grow. You could also count them. So when I can't fall asleep, I could stand at the window and point and just count all the sheep to fall asleep. I think that sheep are very peaceful animals too. They're cute. They're sweet. They're beautiful. And you know what? I think that even like racists couldn't hate them because they're white. So it's really bridging the gap. And that's it.
All right. Joe, you have a minute.
All right. Well, Izzy brings up economics, and I just think how much money you could save if you were torn to shreds by 2 alligators. You're not buying clothes. You only got half a body. You're not buying food because it's going to fall right out of you. You don't have to pay a therapist to tell you not to kill yourself. You're dead. You are done. You're saving a lot of money. And, alligators are a good American animal, unlike sheep, which were imported clearly from Uzbekistan, our rival that we hate. And, if we didn't have alligators, imagine how many more people would still live in Florida.
Time.
Okay.
All right, Izzy, you have 30 seconds for rebuttal.
Okay. First of all, I would not want to have alligators on my lawn because I don't want to let the country know that I'm pro-Florida because I am, in fact, vehemently anti-Florida. I also think that sometimes I like the shoes with like alligator print. I don't think that I'm that fancy where I would get real alligator shoes. But if I'm wearing alligator print shoes, what is that going to say? That would be like if I spent several years.
Oh, you know who wears alligator shoes? Cowboys that get shot. they're the bad guys. It's always the bad guy with the cowboy, with the alligator ones. You want a guy with a live alligator, that's a good guy, clearly, because he's loving and respectful of good American animals that live in a swamp. Shrek lives in a swamp. Are you anti-Shrek, Izzy? I didn't think so. So get your shit together and get on the pro alligator.
Time. All right, a lot of good points all around, but I think that Joe won me over with his money savings tips by being eaten by alligators. So I got to hand the win here to Joe Polana.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next up, we'll have a debate between Alan Richardson and Rick Canavan.
Hey.
Hey, Alan. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
It's great to see you.
It's great to see you. It's great to see everyone.
And Rick. Hi, Rick. Okay, he's muted still.
Right here, guy.
Here he is. It's great.
I don't
So,
know why
Alan, do you want to go
understand
first or second?
You can just berate me in front of the internet.
I'd like to go second, please, Sean.
Okay, Rick, what category would you like? You can choose from agencies, military, scandals, or wild card.
I'd like to pick military scandals, please.
Okay, I don't know if I have any of those. So we'll go with military. So
Wait, is that not what I said?
Military. Your military question is, would you rather vote for a guy that was general during the Civil War or a guy that paid $150 to avoid serving in the Civil War?
I would vote for somebody who paid $150 to not serve in the Civil War because, I mean, that's why I voted for Trump. He's rich. It's $150. Time.
I would rather vote for someone that served in the Civil War, Sean, and ideally it's someone that served on the North side. But you know what? Here's the thing. Even if they served on the South side and then they ran for president, that means they're probably like, you know what? I lost. It's this country now. I'll just secede and join this country finally. Or it's not like that and we get to assassinate a president, which I've never gotten to see live. I've always kind of wanted to. I would never do it, internet. I would never do it, but to see it. But, you know, if he could be a war hero from the North side, that would be pretty cool. I would take a disgraced Southerner, though. Also time.
Time.
So I'm just my QuickBooks here, and it seems like if I save about $7 a month, and I do that over the course of almost 2 years, I should have about $150, and then I don't think I have to serve in the Civil War. Time!
I think if you're going to spend $150 to not shoot someone that wants slaves, that's a waste of $150. You could use that $150 to buy a gun to shoot someone that wants slaves, and then run for president.
All right, a lot of good points here.
There
Except
were a
for
lot of good
when
points.
Rick said that he voted for Trump, that was a very bad point. But other than that,
I know I'm not supposed to tell you guys, right? I'm
Yeah,
just
I know.
supposed to do it, and then who gives a shit about the rest of you, right?
that's why you vote anonymously, you know, Rick, so that you can be a monster.
You're supposed to vote
And-
anonymously? Oh my
This
God.
still counts as my vote, though. When I'm saying Trump, that does count for the next election, right?
I guess.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Let's tell him yes.
Sarah, you're recording this, right?
We're sending this right to the president, right?
Yeah,
Well,
we all know.
Our winner is Alan Richardson.
Yay!
What?
Yay, Alan. That's great.
Thanks, guys.
But Rick
Next
fought
up.
so hard.
Next up, everybody, please welcome James Sheehan and Wayne Maston.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey,
Hey, guys.
Hey, Sean.
James, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, Sean, please.
Great. So you can choose from agency, scandals, or wild card.
Let's go with wildcard, Sean.
Okay. Your question is from Sarah Albanese, and she asks, would you rather have your likeness carved into a mountain or printed onto money?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would rather it printed. I would rather have it printed on money. Mostly because we don't know how long mountains are going to last. I mean, if you put someone on the side of a mountain, it could erode. They have to fix it. They have to do repairs on the mountain. You know, the old man in the mountain, like that just broke apart. You put someone on money and it's just, you get one shot and you make that stupid fucking face and it's there forever. And I think that'd be great. I mean, I would like money to be called, I don't know, Jays, whatever. You can call them anything and just have my face on it. That'd be great. A little quote by me that just says, I don't know, come to Maggie's on Friday. Yeah, that's time.
for sure, I want to have myself carved into a mountain. The reason for that is that mountain is going to last for a long time. It's not like New Hampshire, where you live free or die, and that's what happened to the old man in the mountain. He couldn't live free, so he died. Instead, we're going to be on a mountain someplace that lasts for a long time. And the advantage of that is it takes an awful lot of people to carve that mountain. I'm going to have a massive jobs program for people who come out and carve the rock. And not only that, once all that rock has been blasted, I'm going to take that rock and I'm going to take it down to Home Depot and I'm going to sell it to aspiring gardeners. And I'll take that money and turn it into the economy as well. There are more jobs programs. America's going to love me because I carved myself into a giant.
We're in tough times right now, Wayne. And listen, the government's got it right. They're not sending people rocks. They're sending people money. And it's way more important to just have your face. And like, imagine if you got carved into a mountain and it stayed there forever, and then they found out like 100 years later that you were kind of a dick, and they're like, we now have to put, I don't know, someone else up there.
Even then, there'd be an awful lot of people that would be required to get those jackhammers out. If they found out that you were a dick, it'd just be a matter of a couple of seconds to heat up the stove and start burning that paper. So, I mean, again, carve me into a mountain, keep those people employed, and let's do that rather than deal with paper that only came into existence as a U.S. currency in 1862.
Very good year.
Time. All right. Well, I got to hand the win here to the jobs president, Wayne Maston. Getting everybody a job. I like it. So next up, we'll have our final match of round one, and it will be Shelley Gruenberg and Ethan Andre. So, hey, how's it going? We have 2 categories left to choose from, so you can go with agency or scandals. Shelley, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay. Ethan,
Remind me, what's the first option?
You can choose agency or scandals.
Agency.
Okay. So your question is, bigger nerd, Eisenhower, who started the space program, or Nixon, who started the war on drugs?
Nixon, without a doubt. Obviously, the man paid a lot of attention to checks and balances and his own black book. And he's trustworthy. I don't think, someone with a name Nixon would be, a flip-flopper or anything. He's a very funny guy and very positive too. If you knew him, you know what I'm saying. You have to be there, kind of thing. Nixon would be my choice. He follows those numbers. Time to I'm glad I got that last part in.
Time, Shelley.
I don't like the implication that I don't know Richard Nixon personally because he is my boyfriend. He is not a nerd. Because Eisenhower doing math to send us to space, that's dorky. Nixon's not a nerd. He did a crime. Nerds don't do crime. Nerds do white-collar crime. But that being said, Eisenhower is the biggest nerd because that's his name. Thank you.
I totally agree with the nerdy name bit. I think there's a new age of nerd where nerds realize they can do crimes better than the old crimers, if you will, So nerds would accept Nixon without a doubt because they need someone who is nerdy yet a little bad. He likes to party as well, but he knows his numbers.
Time.
Eisenhower is the biggest nerd because he wears glasses. He smells like tuna fish, and no one wants to eat lunch with him. That's all I have to say about that guy, because he's a nerd.
Yeah, it is true. Nobody did want to have lunch with Nixon, and for that reason, I got to hand the win here to Shelley Gruenberg. Moving on to the next round. And hey, now we have Jer Palapple with us. Hey, Jer, what's happening, man? How are you? Cool. Jer, I'm going to have you debate with, let's see, everybody has already gone once at least. So maybe it starts at 7:30, but I have not been, it's been an adjustment trying to get this. Yeah, it's all my fault. This isn't your fault, Jer. It's all on me.
It's fine.
But hey, Ethan, do you want to do another debate?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Let's do Jer Palapple and Ethan, and let's see what happens here. Jer, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Great. So, Ethan, the only
Scandals, right?
What's that?
Scandals,
that's right. That's the only one that we haven't asked a question from yet. So we're going to go there now. So your question is from Katie Dungar. She asks, should we be angry at Nixon? Another Nixon question. Should we be angry at him for using intelligence agencies for domestic political gain, or for making every scandal a something gate?
I believe that, and thank you for the quotations. That's absolutely what Nixon wants. He was, the quotation king. There will be no one else that will outquotation you, outquote you with his fingers and misquote you with his mouth. And I think that that's all I'm going to say. Everything else is private.
So what was the question? He's the worst because of, and my position is because everything gate.
I guess because he makes everything has to be a something gate.
Yeah,
Right.
well, that's
gate.
No.
That's what I was defending, obviously. Yeah, of course.
Wait, what was your side? I'm confused.
I think, what's the question? Is that what you're asking?
I wasn't clear on what the two sides were, so I can't pick a side.
You could say at this point, I think that your side is that he was awful because he used intelligence agencies for his own personal gain.
Yeah, that's pretty awful. I don't think you can do anything to, defend that because it's not a good thing. That's not what they're for. They're for finding out things about other countries and using that information to bring those countries down so that it would help our trade and our economy because we worship the economy, and that's the only important thing. Time.
All right, Ethan, what do you say about that?
Very strong, man. Yeah, no, I think that the president should think about us first all the time. And that's absolutely what Nixon was doing. He went to his intelligence group, talked him up, and you got to use what you can. That's what I would argue. I don't think he did anything wrong with that. But the quote thing, that's horrible. That is horrible.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that he should have used his own intelligence service, because every president we've ever had has been rich, so they can afford that. They shouldn't be using taxpayers' money to fund their own personal gain. Do that on your own time. Like, I don't do my own personal stuff when I'm on my job. Okay, that's a lie, but I'm not the president, so there you go.
Time. All right. Well, the honesty of using work time to get your own personal stuff done. I think we can all feel that. And therefore, I have to hand the win here to Dare Palapple. Are you saying boo, Rick? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say boo.
Cool. Okay. It looked like you were giving me a thumbs down. All right. Hey, on to round two. But first, let's read the questions that haven't quite made it into the debate yet. One of these will be the final question of the evening. So let me know. You guys here in the Zoom can just give it a thumbs up so that I can see it if you like the question, and it will maybe be the final question of the night. If you're on YouTube, then you can write in the comments which one you like the best. And whichever one people seem to like the best, we'll ask as the final question of the night. And your options are, this first one is from May Keith, who writes, Lincoln's dog, Fido, was assassinated by a drunk man with a knife a few months after Lincoln's death. What was sadder, Lincoln's assassination or Fido's? Okay, we've got one thumbs up so far. Two, almost like 1.5. Okay. Next question. Steve Albert asks, Bill Clinton pardoned his own brother who served a year for cocaine possession. Did we elect the wrong Clinton brother? That's got 3, 4 thumbs up. Okay. This next one's from Chris Douglas, who asks, who would make a better president, Garfield or Heathcliff? It's a real, yeah, the cats, because there was a Garfield, but then that's getting a lot of thumbs up. I think that might be in the lead. And this last one, this is from Mike Giordano. And he asks, would you rather be assassinated or lose re-election in a landslide? Garfield and Heathcliff it is, I think. We're going to have to check with the YouTube comments. Sarah will let me know by the end. But among the comedians in this Zoom, it looks like it's either Garfield or Heathcliff. All right. So on to round 2. Let's start with Izzy and Rick? No. Alan and Joe. Let's start with Alan Richardson and Joe Polana.
I want to see it.
What direction is this in? Is the R for drive or for reverse?
No, I wrote down Izzy and Rick because I want them to debate each other later. But in round 2, it's Joe and Alan. So, Joe, do you want to go first or second?
I would love to go second, please, Sean.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I have a big.
All right, Alan. You can pick from any category.
Could you repeat them again? I'm sorry.
Sure. Pets.
Oh wait, can we do
Agencies,
scandals?
Military
Scandals is
service.
one.
Scandals.
Yeah, let's do scandals.
Okay. Your question
That one
about
sounds
scandals.
Scandalous.
No. This is from Jared Faircloth. He asks, would you rather be shot by John Wilkes Booth or at a theater or by Dick Cheney on a hunting trip?
I'd rather be shot by Dick Cheney on a hunting trip because that's like a pretty good chance you're going to be fine, And I know how a hunting trip is going to end no matter what. Like it's going to end in either we catch something or we don't catch something, but I have no idea how a play is going to end. So if I get shot mid-play and never get to finish that play, I'm going to be really bummed out and possibly dead because he's going to be able to sneak up on me and then make a cool jump, making me look like a jerk. As opposed to if I get shot hunting, then I look like a hero for like, oh, this poor guy got shot in the face. And, nature and fresh air, and it's nice. That's all. Thank you.
I think I'm going to have to reiterate my stance via the alligators is I'd rather be dead. I don't want it. This is like Breaking Bad season 4. No half measures, I want to just fucking go and be dead. I'd rather die and like people talk about it for years. Because that's the thing. Like you're like, oh, you got shot in the face. Now you get to be here. No. Every interview is gonna be like, ugh, I don't want to look at that gross shot up face. They're not listening to you. You could be like, before he shot me, Dick Cheney explained how he caused the Iraq war for his own personal interest. They're just gonna be like, I noticed that you're leaking goo out of your gross face. Do you want to talk about that? I'd much rather just be like, oh, you're a dead Lincoln? Nice. Let's never do slaves again. I'd rather my death meant something. But my life was meaningless.
I don't think that. Well, I didn't know old Joe over there knew so much history about things that happened. Well, here's the thing: is I want to get shot. And people don't have to want to look at my face. People already don't want to look at my face. People keep pushing me to radio, and you know what? That hurts. it hurts bad. And because I'm like, am I ugly? Am my dad atrocious looking that people don't want to look at me? But if I was shot in the face, I would know why. And then I wouldn't have to be so worried about how ugly I was because I know it's my deformity.
Time.
Oh yeah, because the Elephant Man wanted to live. you can know why people think you're ugly, and it doesn't make life less of a dirge, less of a miserable slog. At least if you could have your death mean that we get to not have slaves. Like, that wasn't gonna happen without his death. They were gonna find a way, but then they felt bad once he died. They're like, "Oh, we fucked up." It took a dead white person.
All right. I gotta hand the win here to Joe Polana. He is going on to the finals.
Saying I have the body of the Elephant Man.
I'm so sorry.
I'm fucking out of here. People know I am ugly. Come on.
Please hang out a little bit longer, buddy. We got more questions to ask. Oh no, he left. Oh, he's walking out. Well,
I'll see you guys
sad.
He's a human being.
The man.
All right. Who do we got next? We have Shelley Gruenberg and Wayne Maston. All right. So, Shelley, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay, Wayne, you can pick any category except scandals.
Let's go with military service, Sean.
Okay. Great. Your question is, should the president be allowed to order drone strikes, or should he be at every military conflict on horseback?
I think he ought to be at every conflict on horseback. If he's on at every conflict, he's got to have a very large staff to support him. He's going to have an awful lot of horses. He's going to have an awful lot of support to get that horse where it needs to go. We're talking about more and more jobs for more and more Americans. Again, the president can bolster the economy by going to war, and when he goes to war, by being there personally. And if it turns out that he happens to be a douche of a president, there's a possibility that he might take a round, and then we won't have to worry about him anymore as well. So if he's sitting back there with the drones, he's not doing anything except telling somebody else to do his dirty work for him. But when he's out there riding that horse, he's got to, deal with the sweat and the blood and everything else.
In my opinion, no one, not even a U.S. president, should be subjected to horses. Face too long, teeth too big. Horses are famously scary. Also, known to be police officers. Thank you.
But by the same token, drones are notably scary. Have you ever been walking around and also heard that whirring and buzzing above your head, and there's a drone up there, and the next thing you know, it's in your hair and it's got your all torn up? You don't really want to have people exposed to drones, and if the president is making those go out there, we definitely need to make that stop. Time.
No, that's never happened to me. Thank you.
All right. Excellent use of time. I agree. Horses are terrifying. They're scary. Nobody should have to deal with them. I got to hand the win to Shelley Gruenberg. All right. So we got a bunch more debates left, but we should do our finals. I'm trying to figure out what to do here because Jer, I messed up. I overbooked this show, and I haven't gotten you through this. You won. You should be in the running right now for the finals here.
It's fine. I'll take
But
a
I
bye
don't
for the
know.
next time I'm on.
Yeah, let's do
You guys
that.
wanna
Let's
put
give
me
you a
back?
bye for every time that you're on. No, Rick, actually, what I'd like to do after the finals is I'd like to have every single person here debate you once.
Okay, I can do that. Sure.
Okay.
I think
Perfect.
Pierre's in a hamper, but he's already won.
Who's the...
I'm in a hammock
Yeah.
because I moved here right before everything shut down, and now I can't buy a couch.
Ah, bummer. All right. So we're on to our finals. It's Shelley Gruenberg and Joe Polana, a familiar finals matchup, I would say. And we're going to do, I believe the question that people wanted to hear the most was the Garfield Heathcliff one, unless the YouTube comments say any differently. Let me check and
I get
see.
heated.
I just clicked on it, and the first thing I saw was Bulldog Pride. So Joel is talking about Rockland with pride, which is a little...
Oh, Sean, did you see that someone crashed into the front of the Rockland Mary Lou's?
Oh no,
I did
really?
see that. That was like a month ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's like every week. Are you kidding me?
But it's
Yeah.
an angle that is impressive to hit with a car.
Yeah, it seems like everybody is in agreement with this question. Also, Anthony Sabelli is with us tonight. Nice. Hey, Anthony. So let's ask this cat question here for the finals. Joe, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second, please.
Okay. Shelley, your question is from Chris Douglas. He asks, who would make a better president, Garfield or Heathcliff?
Garfield is a smug orange bastard. I hate him with every fiber of my being. I think about him at least 3 times a day. So you like lasagna. You're a cat. You don't get person food. Okay, that's entitlement. Also, the guy who owns Garfield, hot as fuck. I don't get why Garfield's so hostile. Thank you.
Whoa. I mean, the question is not, is John Arbuckle fuckable? That's a fully different debate. It's who is more presidential. And Heathcliff, also orange, so not like a better choice than Garfield on that front. But Garfield would be the better president than Heathcliff, I believe, is what I'm arguing, because Heathcliff is sneaky. That's his one trait. Garfield's lazy, but Heathcliff is like a jazz cat, and that is fucking unacceptable. If we wanted jazz musicians to be president, then we'd be England. We'd be the Aristocats. They're all cats that play jazz. And we fought a fucking Revolutionary War against cats playing jazz. So, a lazy person, that's American. President.
All right, Shelley.
I don't know who Heathcliff is. That means he's an outsider. All right? That means he is not in the cat president rat race, okay? He is a cat of the people. Garfield is ugly. I don't think I could vote for an ugly person, or cat, for that matter, especially cat, with their paws and their tails and their whiskers. Thank you.
Time.
If you don't think Garfield has sex appeal, you haven't been to the internet. You haven't seen Garfield with a sweet rack on some kid you went to middle school's Facebook page that he drew and spent hours on. You don't see Heathcliff furry porn. It doesn't exist because he's not as fuckable as either Garfield or John Arbuckle, the owner. I would like a president that is owned by someone.
Time. All right. Well, as you all know, there's no way that I could choose a winner here, so I need your help. Go into the Pick a Side Stupid Facebook group and choose your winner. At the top of the group, there will be a poll where you can vote for either Joe Polana or Shelley Gruenberg, and put your vote in, and we'll check back in with that in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, we can do some more debates, and also say hi to some people that are in the comments. Archer's watching. Hey, what's up, Archer? Sean Rosa is with us, and he says he likes long teeth and big faces. Okay. Steve Albert. And May Keith. Hey, what's up, May? And Hallie. I'm just saying hi to everybody in the comments now while people vote. I think it's a good way to spend our time while people vote. Tyler Derniak is here as well. We're going to open up the Zoom after this show so that people can come in and hang out and say hi if they want. So check out the Facebook group because that's where we're going to put the link. Amy Rubin and John Farrell. What's up, guys? All right. So let's do a couple debates while people are voting. I said everybody will debate Rick Canavan. That might, I don't know. That would take like an hour and a half, I think, on its own. So let's just spend the next 20 minutes with Rick showing us his dog.
Hey, I can do that. He learned a new trick on quarantine. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's see this trick.
This is Darby, everybody, by the way. Darby, eat chicken. Good boy, huh? Good boy.
Wow. Very impressive, Rick.
My other dog's
You're
watching this in the living room, so he's going to be pretty mad.
All right. Let's do another debate. So how about Izzy DeRosa and Alan Richardson? I think this is a fun matchup. So I'll let Izzy, you can choose whether you go first or second, but keep in mind, if you're going first, you can pick a category and then I'll read you every question from that category and you can let me know which one of those questions you want to answer.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay. So you can pick from pets, agency, military, scandals, or wild card.
I'll just do wild card. Oh, wait. Yeah, wild card.
Wild card. Okay. So I'm going to read each of these questions. There's 3 of them. So at the end of the 3, just let me know which one of those you'd rather debate. The first one is from Steve Albert. He asks, what would you rather have in your basement, a bomb shelter or a bowling alley, which have both been in the White House basement? I don't know if they're both currently still there, but they have at some point. This next one's from Zach Jones. He writes, better way to leave office. Throw up the double P signs like Nixon, or say, quote, there's nothing left to do but get drunk like Franklin Pierce. It's the second option. And then this third option is, would you rather serve the shortest term of any president like William Henry Harrison or the longest term like FDR?
Ooh. Okay, I want to do the bowling alley or bomb shelter question.
Okay, great.
Okay. All right, so it's a would I rather, right?
Yeah, which one would you rather have in your basement, a bomb shelter or a bowling alley?
Okay, I'm going to say a bowling alley because I feel like a bomb shelter you only need for like very extreme situations. So why would I want this bomb to go off and destroy the world and then only have to not only be alive during this like dystopia, but also be the president and have so much responsibility. I could just be bowling in the basement, and when the bombs go off and ruin the world, I will probably die. And I think that that's okay because I'll be bowling, and that makes me happy. Bowling alleys also have cool shoes and pizza, which I really like, and I feel like that is important. So that is my position. Vote for me.
So Izzy doesn't doesn't find a bomb shelter useful unless it's the end of the world. Someone doesn't have crippling depression, because if I had a bomb shelter I could go into right now, close the door, and you could be like, yeah, no one can come in till the time lock opens in 10 years. Oh my God, what a happy last 10 years of my life. And you know what's the best part of a bowling alley? The weird troll man that hands you the weird smelling shoes. And that's exactly what you're going to lose if you run the bowling alley. Like, if I'm the president, I have that bowling alley, there's not going to be that weird alcoholic guy handing me an old pair of shoes. And I love that. I also don't want to deal with maintenance. Don't give me that face. You don't know how to maintain a bowling alley.
Me?
No, Sean, not you, Izzy. I would never talk like that to you.
Okay. Well,
mid-debate.
Am I time started?
Yeah, you got 30 seconds, Izzy.
Okay. I disagree with you. I think that the alcoholic man who hands you your shoes will be there because that is the vice president's job. So I think that you are wrong. I also think bowling alleys are cooler because they have slippery floors. So whenever I feel like I want to do, like, you know, recreate from the movie Big, where he slides on the floor in the socks. I've never even seen that movie, but I would do that on a bowling alley. I think bowling alleys are cool. Also, if you're really depressed, you would not want to live for 10 more years.
Yeah.
Trust me, I want to live for 10 years of sitting alone in a room watching TV. Trust me, as I got the inside scoop. Also, if you want to recreate the movie Big, what you need is a giant keyboard rug on the floor you can step on. What you need to do to recreate the slippy sock scene is Risky Business, that movie. Also, my bomb shelter, super slippery floor, because that's how I hope to die. A slip and break of the old neck, like I always wanted to do in a Walmart, but never had the guts to do.
Time. All right. Well, I mean, obviously you're both winners here. I feel like there's no way that anybody could decide against either of you. It was just too good. So let's do another. Kill some more time. How about Jair Palapple and James Sheehan? I like this matchup. So Jared, if you want to go first, then you can hear all the questions from any category. If you want to go second, then you get to go second.
I'll go second.
Okay. So James, what category would you like?
Let's do scandals.
Scandals. Okay, so we have 2 questions left in this category, and you can choose either one of them. The first one is, as president, would you rather get caught having an affair or lose a set of White House china in a poker game? That's the first question. And the second question is, you just won the election. Do you divest from your business before your inauguration or use your inaugural address to ask the nation for a positive Yelp review?
I'm going to go with the first okay. Question.
Do you want me to repeat it?
Yes.
Okay. The first question here, your question is, as president, would you rather get caught having an affair or lose a set of White House china in a poker game?
Oh, definitely the White House china. I'm a gambling man. I mean, I'm like the normal American people, and you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, which is not what I knew how to do in that situation. That guy died recently, didn't he? Yeah. But yeah, it's, there's always an opportunity to win the China back. There isn't an opportunity to undo an affair. So it's got to be the China. Time.
Okay. I'm going to go with the affair, mostly because I don't think that the China thing would come out quite as publicly. And I want everyone to know I had that affair. Also, once I lose that China, I'm going to be like, oh shit, I need to get that China back. So I'm probably putting up taxpayer money as my next bid. And then that just becomes a bigger scandal. And then the opposite party that I'm not on is going to get really mad at me. And I just don't want to deal with it. Whereas the affair, it's all high fives from what I remember of the Clinton one.
Time?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah. So listen, two things that are completely unrealistic about the situation being in affairs. One, I would have to be married. And two, I would have to cheat on that person with someone else. And I mean, that's just, it gets exponentially more unrealistic. They go, this guy, come on. And also, like, you think that it's not going to be public that I lost a thing in China in a gambling game? Like, my mom's on the phone right now talking about how I'm on comedy show. She's going to call up my aunt and all of her friends, James lost that poker game. And then they're going to talk about it on Facebook. And it's just, it's going to make it into the local paper.
I don't think I'm even going to know where the White House China is. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to bring whatever China I have for my apartment and use that to eat off of, probably in the Oval Office on a TV tray. I'll probably have a microwave installed there. So the White House stuff, I have no idea. We're going to send somebody else out to get it, and they might steal something. It's too much. I'm just going to do the affair.
Time. All right. Well, once again, I think that you guys both won that round. It's just a complete tie. There's no way to call it. So let's do a couple more while we're here. Rick, are you good to debate another one, Rick?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Great. Let's have you face off against Ethan. Ethan, are you down? Cool. All right. So, Ethan, do you want to go first or second? You can hear everything from a category if you go first.
I'll go second.
You go second? Okay. Rick, what category would you like?
What are my options?
You can go with pets, or I think pets and agency are the two left.
I will take pets.
Okay. Very fitting. All right, so we got 3 questions left in the pets category. Let me know which one of these you would prefer to debate. The first one is, who do you trust to lead the nation? Calvin Coolidge, who had over 30 pets, or James K. Polk, who had none at all? The second question is, you have been gifted 2 lion cubs by a foreign leader. Do you keep them or give them to a zoo? And then the final question in this category is, how do you show you love your dog? Do you send a warship overseas to pick him up, or have him buried next to your grave with his own statue?
I will pick the third question.
Okay. So do you send a warship for your dog, or do you have him buried next to you and give him his own statue? What do you think, Rick?
I would have my dog buried next to me and give him his own statue, because look at this fucking guy. Are you kidding me? Look at this guy's face. This guy needs a statue made of him. Every part of him. His overgrown little paws and his little goofy eyes. And I don't know if you can see, but he doesn't really have that many teeth anymore because he's 10. But he's very cute. and he deserves a gravesite and a statue. Can you give him a gravesite and a statue, guys? He's not a lot. He's a dog. He's done so much for so many.
Time?
Time!
All right, Ethan. So I guess you're sending a warship to pick up your dog.
Yes, I'm sending a warship to pick up my dog. I think that he, she, they deserves the best, and clearly they're scared of water, but this is a way for it to get over its fear. Also, I'm trusting, just like I am with my citizens. I think that I can treat them all like dogs and they'll be loyal. And I think that there's nothing wrong with my decision, and that just don't be jealous of my dog. First dog.
Time. Rick, you got 30 seconds for rebuttal, my friend. Time.
This is not fair. But anyways, I think the weird troll man did a good job of showing what dogs can do, and thank you for that. I appreciate it. And just because my dog's coming doesn't mean I'm not going to get something that cute. So imagine it's just like with a younger puppy, imagine all you saw. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, there's no way that I could choose a winner here. I think that this is an exact tie. Rick, I don't care how well you used your dog to try and put your thumb on the scales here. It's a total tie. So let's go to the poll on the Facebook group now and see who you guys voted for your winner for this evening. So the votes are in, and you've all chosen your winner, Joe Polana. All right. So now we'll go back to the outro music, and the screen will be blank for a minute. But then we're gonna open up this Zoom group to people that are in the Facebook group and YouTube watching. So if you want to join us and say hi to some friends and stuff, check the Facebook group for Pick a Side Stupid, and we'll have the Zoom link up there. I invite all of the comics that are on tonight to continue hanging out with us for as long or as short of a time as you would like. Thanks everybody for participating and for being here. We'll see you soon. Bye.